the Nottingham Forest head coach who was sacked, Ange postecouglu, was not really a bad manager. I know so many persons will not see the sense in what I'm saying, you understand? But it is just the fact. Now look at Nottingham Forest. After Ange was sacked, now the manager who succeeded him has won his first game, you understand? Because like I said before my previous video, Ange came to Nottingham Forest, you understand, at a point whereby there is a crisis in the entire football club. Why? Because Nuno Espirito Santo, who was sacked, the players were not happy. The energy in the team that Ange was employed was not really a positive energy. So the players will not give their best. Why? Because the players were angry due to how Espirito Santo was discharged. And also the fans, you understand? So you can start the momentum, all the energy that is in the team as at that time Ange was appointed was not really a positive one, you understand? You can see that the players were not happy. And they would display their anger in the pitch. And that's why you find out in the game that Ange postecouglu played, he could not even win a single game. Why? Because the energy he met, there was a crisis in the dressing room, and that crisis was not resolved before Ange was appointed, and that's why he could not deliver results. But so many persons will not see the sense in this. They will think that Ange postecoglou was a bad manager. No, he was not a bad manager. Now we also saw what took place in Chelsea some few years ago, you understand, whereby Ange was sacked. When Ange was sacked in the year 2012, the assistant, you understand, who was also known as Matthew, who succeeded Villas-Boas as the head coach in that very season, he went to the dressing room and settled the crisis, you understand. He met Drogba, he met Frank Lampard and John Terry. These were the senior players in Chelsea as at that very season, you understand. And when he settled the dressing room and he had a kind of dialogue, a kind of agreement with them, a kind of negotiation, you understand, the players gave their best in the pitch. And we also had Chelsea won the FA Cup and the UEFA Champions League that very season. Before the Chelsea has been struggling to win the Champions League for years, you will find that an assistant manager who was appointed or who succeeded his boss, Andrew Villas-Boas, won the Champions League that have not won for decades, you understand. So you can see that in a team, if the dressing room is settled, if the players are giving their best, if the players are not angry, you start the players to give their best on the pitch. And in football, if the players are angry, they also express their anger in the pitch. And I think that is what manifested in Nottingham Forest when Ange postecoglou was the manager. The players were not happy, and that's why they could not give their best. Now looking at the Africa Cup of Nations that was played last year, that Côte d'Ivoire won, you will find out that the foreign coach that started the competition with Côte d'Ivoire as a manager, he was not performing well, you understand. He only won one game and lost 2 games in the group stage, and he was sacked. And Côte d'Ivoire luckily qualified with best loser, and their assistant coach was also appointed. And that assistant coach, he went to the dressing room and settled the conflict, you understand. He introduced a player like Allah into the game, you understand, and some other players, and he was able to have a negotiation with the players in the dressing room. And that very assistant coach, you understand, he went ahead to lead that because of the final and even won the competition. So you can see that in every game, if the dressing room is settled, if the players are playing with their mind, if they are happy, they will surely give their best in the pitch and they will surely play well. You understand? So I think that's how Côte d'Ivoire won the Nations Cup, because the players will not give their best. The dressing room has been settled. So putting all this together, you will find out that when Ange came to Nottingham Forest, the energy in the team was not really good. It was a negative energy. The players were not happy. The fans were not happy, and that's why they could not give their best, and that's why they could not even win a single game. And that's what really terminates Ange's image as a manager, because otherwise the manager is really a good manager, but many persons will not see this, you understand. Yeah, so that's why I think that Ange postecoglou was sacked was due to the fact that Nottingham Forest, there was a calamity in the team, and that's why the manager could not win a single game. Otherwise the manager was a good manager. Yeah, that's my opinion.